Today we are going to draw a realistic glass with water. Glass is a transparent object, so instead of heavy shading, we'll focus on light, reflections and highlights to make it look real. So first, we'll start with an outline. Start with a light oval at the top. This shows the opening of the glass. Now draw two slightly curved lines going downwards from both the sides. Keep them even and you can use a symmetrical line. Close the shape with another light oval at the bottom. Make sure your lines are very light because we'll refine them later. Next, you can draw the rim of the glass. You can lightly start shading the rim of the glass. You can use a stencil. Do not press too much hard. Now we add the water level inside the glass. Draw a slightly curved line. It should follow the same curve as the top oval. This marked line represents the highlighted area. Before shading the glass, we should understand one important thing. Glass is not fully shaded like solid objects. So we keep most of the area light and only shade certain parts. The magic of glass comes from contrast between light and dark areas. You start shading with the outer edges of the glass. Use soft strokes and build the tone slowly. Shade the inner edges slightly darker, so you have to keep middle area almost white. This contrast will give the effect of transparency, and don't press too hard, keep it soft and controlled. You can use a stencil to smudge slightly. Be sure that you leave some highlighted areas. Shade slowly. These small details will make your drawing look more realistic. Be very gentle when shading glass objects. See to it that you leave some white areas to show those highlighted areas. You can also use an eraser to create that highlighted texture. Now gently shade the area inside the water. So that is the water area. So use very light strokes and keep it smooth. Make the lower part slightly darker because less light will be reaching there. So near the water surface, keep it lighter. So you can smudge with the stencil. And also leave a few white areas to show that reflection of light. Make sure you do this process very gently because this one adds the realism and depth for the glass. Now we will enhance the realism. So you can darken the bottom edge area where the glass overlap. So you can add some vertical highlighted lines by leaving some thin white spaces. So these highlights makes the glass look shiny. You can also blend slightly to make some smooth transitions. Shade the water area very slowly by leaving some white spaces or white lights. Use a blending tool to blend very softly. Now darken the bottom edge of the glass. use gentle and soft strokes. So this area will be slightly darker compared to the other because all the water reflection and the light reflections will be showing in the bottom side. So this is the area where light is reflected very less. Finally shade the base of the glass, so see to it that you leave some few dotted highlighted areas to show that reflection and keep it mostly dark. Now you can darken all the edges. See to it that you darken few of the edges and make it very dark and leave some areas completely white or light. So check all these before adding shadow. Finally, we will add a shadow under the glass. Make it darkest near the base and gradually lighter as it moves away. So this grounds the object and makes it look realistic. Observe the shadow caster. Point to be remembered in glass drawing, what you don't shade is more important than what you shade. So we'll focus on highlights and reflections and your glass will look realistic.